The effective leaders of today know how to manage their behavior through conscious use of self. Being able to do so calls for becoming aware of and managing our beliefs, our emotions, our thoughts, and our behavior. They are the primary points of choice that allow us to consciously manage ourselves. The choices we make at those points directly impact the effectiveness of how we are leading others. Hello, I'm Michael Broom, CEO of the Center for Human Systems. I've helped leaders, executives, and teams succeed. Let me be your leadership guru too. In this video, we will explore the 4 choice points to gain conscious choice over them. Every action we take, every behavior we do, is dictated by some combination of emotions, thoughts, and beliefs. They come from our socializations and our past experience. Too much reliance on either can cause problems, as neither may be appropriate nor useful regarding the issues directly in front of us right now. This is particularly so in today's world of conscious change and variable human behavior. To be truly effective, leaders must make conscious and deliberate choices regarding their emotions, their thoughts, and their beliefs that direct their behavior. Our actions and behavior is where we first have choice. As adults, we are supposedly able to readily manage our behavior effectively for any given particular moment. But who hasn't on automatic behaved in some way that was certainly ineffective and even made things worse rather than better? Much of the time, choosing to change our ineffective behaviors isn't too difficult. I chose to slow down rather than indulge my automatic speeding habit after I got my 3rd speeding ticket. Introspection was called for there. The consequences helped me out a lot. Other situations can be more problematic. For example, in my early career as an organization development psychologist, I would automatically go overboard trying to prove myself when first meeting with an older, at least in my eyes, corporate white male executive. I would too quickly want to impress them with my credentials and experience when I should have been listening and getting to know them. That was me on automatic, feeling the desperate need to document my excellence and worthiness. Like all actions, my actions were driven by my emotions, which is the second choice. In this case, the combination of fear and anger from having been raised as a black man in the racist world of the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, coupled with my desperation of needing to succeed in the domain of corporate white men. Emotions are the vehicle of our motivation. What we don't care about, we don't do. Think about that. That caring may take the form of joy, anger, contentment, fear, love, frustration, anxiety, or any of the other emotions. They're all emotions without which we don't do anything at all. I've been able to consciously choose different emotions, I could easily have changed my unproductive behavior. Easier said than done. To be effective at choosing our emotions, we must gain skill in managing the thoughts that drive them. That leads us to our 3rd choice point, being choiceful about our thoughts. If we shift our thoughts, our emotions will shift. In my example, the key thought driving my emotions of desperate fear and anger was, this white male executive won't hire me unless I can overcome his racism with my credentials and experience. It's not hard to see how that thought could lead to my emotions. A different thought could certainly have been useful. That's often not so difficult. feeling gloomy on a rainy day, it's not difficult to shift my thought from just thinking, well, we really need the rain. But our thoughts, like in my case, often are based in out-of-date and incorrect beliefs. In my case, I wouldn't be able to shift my emotions without inspecting my beliefs for insufficiency. Looking at my beliefs and then changing my beliefs wasn't so easy since they were rooted in the survival-oriented beliefs about white men and racism. I'll never forget the story about Emmett Till, 1 year older than me, being lynched in 1955. I was 13 years of age at that point. I read it in the Baltimore Sun newspaper. That belief about the racism of white men was driving my thoughts, which drive my emotions of anger and fear, which drove my automatic and ineffective behavior. After not having been at my best with the third white male executive, I thought I needed to do something different and began checking my choice points. And yep, when I got down to my beliefs that were driving my thoughts, I could see that my overgeneralized belief in the racism of white men was the culprit. Even back in the 1950s, all white men were not racist. And this was 30 years ago. To top that off, each of the white executives had called me. These were not cold calls. These were referrals. My belief was both overgeneralized, out of date, and incorrect. In this case, I was fortunate. Each of those corporate white men hired me to work with them in spite of my old beliefs being so wrong. When we choose to become aware of our beliefs and how they may be wholly out of sync with sound and current data, our ability to manage them, our ability to change them, and to lead effectively can be transformed. In summary, many of the leaders that I've worked with had difficulty managing their behavior even when they intellectually knew better. They may avoid conflicts they need to confront. They may take their frustrations out on their people. Either behavior typically made their situations worse rather than better. As I would lead them through the 4 choice points, they would begin to see that their actions were driven by their fear and their angers were driven by their thoughts that were driven by their beliefs from the past that were neither appropriate nor effective given the current circumstances and the goals that they wanted to achieve. Please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe so you'll be informed of new videos as they are published. Up next, we're going to take a deeper look at egos. We will explore what an ego really is. We'll explore how to manage them. They do seem to have a bad reputation. And we will explore how to manage others when they are ego-ridden. Exhorting people to leave their egos at the door doesn't seem to help. See you then. Bye now.